September 14th, 20 Mobile County Commission meeting. We're going to have a prayer and open up with pledge allegiance to the flag, and then we're going to get right into it because we have a long agenda. So, Glenn?
Father, we are thankful that we can gather here together and rejoice and to praise you. We ask in Jesus' name that you be with us during this time and with the residents of the coast of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And we ask that you charge your angels to protect and watch over us as we go through these trials. We ask in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Dina.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning. Do we have our recipients here?
Yes,
Would you like
we do.
to do that first?
Yes.
Okay. If you'll bring them down on this second level here, ladies, if y'all will help me, I will let y'all pass them out and I'll get names. We're just going to talk real loud. There's a microphone for me. Somebody's thinking well ahead. Well, congratulations to everyone. Let's see. Is Gina here? Dankin? Did I pronounce it? Gina. Yes. I messed that one up. Right, started with that one. Congratulations. Certification in county administration. Mike Evans. Basic level in certification. Mike's not here. We will send his plaque back. Cynthia Furman is here. She is certification in county administration. Are y'all all good for Glenn's job? Johnny Harper. Johnny's here. He has a certification in engineering administration. We have Rick Hudson, certification in county administration. Cynthia Johnson. I think I recognize you. We worked you so much. Certification in county administration. Camelo, is Camelo here? Miranda, did I get that right? That even sounded right. Miranda. Okay. Certification in county administration. Barbara T. Smith, better known as Barbie. Certification in county administration. And James Vocard. Certification in county administration. Certification in county engineering administration. We are so proud of these folks. They've gone the extra step to get educated in these fields, and at one point, place in time, they're going to replace the people that you see here on this first row. So we're very proud of today. So. Quick picture. Take your mask off if you feel comfortable. Okay, Dina. Do we have any other speakers?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
We have, just a minute, please. Good morning, Commissioners. There is no one signed to speak this morning.
Okay.
No one has signed up to speak this morning.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Glenn?
Good Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
It's very weak.
Testing.
I can hear it, but
Number 1, approve the list of claims.
So moved.
Second.
Number 2, approve investment purchase of county funds by the treasurer for August 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Number 3 was voted at the conference. Number 4, approve an annual renewal agreement with Heartland Payment Solution, doing business as Heartland School Solutions, in amount of $497.50 for the period August 1st, 2020 through July 31st, 2021 for the Child Nutrition Program Menu Planning Software Support Services for James T. Strickland Youth Center.
So moved.
Second.
Number 5, approve renewal of one-year maintenance agreement with Sigma Office Systems, Inc. in the amount of $5,000 for the period of September 2nd, 2020 through September 1st, 2021 for printers for probate court.
So moved.
Second.
Number 6, approve application of V and S2 LLC for transfer lounge retail liquor license.
So moved.
Second.
Number 7, approve contract with Veterans Recovery Resources in the amount of $100,000 from the District 3 funds for operational expenses.
So moved.
Second.
Number 8, approve contract with Pearl Haskew Elementary Parent Teacher Organization in the amount of $144.75 from District 3 funds to purchase technology equipment.
So moved.
Second.
Number 9, approve contract with Feeding the Gulf Coast in the amount of $1,500 from District 3 funds for food drive in Irvington, Alabama.
So moved.
Second.
Number 10, approve termination of contract for veterinary services for Overton Veterinary Hospital PC, doing business as Overton Veterinary Hospital at the Mobile County Animal Shelter by mutual agreement effective September 14, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Number 11, approve contract with Bishop State Community College Foundation in the amount of $5,000 from District 1 funds for its scholarship fund.
So moved.
Second.
Number 12, application of SAI SR LLC for lounge retail liquor license.
So moved.
Second.
Number 13, approve awarding bid for Americans with Disabilities Act at various buildings to Tyndall Construction LLC for a total bid of $1,116,392 for the Bill County Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Number 14, approve amendment with Goodwin Mills and Kaywood, Inc., Africantown Heritage House. The amendment will increase the contract $24,500 to provide enhanced civil engineering services for parking and other site improvements. The new total will be $62,000.
So moved.
Second.
15, approve a contract with the grounds for rental of the Grand Ballroom in an estimated amount of $2,800, October 20th, 2020 through October 24th, 2020, and October 30th, 2020 through October 31st, 2020, to conduct poll workers training in accordance with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommendations for social distancing to meet the COVID-19 pandemic for probate court.
So moved.
Second.
good
Number
job,
6
Glenn. That was a mouthful. Good job.
There's more to go. 16, approve renewal of auxiliary audit agreement with Avenue Insights of Analytics, LLC, for audit services for business license fees, sale and use taxes, rental lease tax, lodging tax, and other taxes designated by the county for a 3-year term for the License Commissioner's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Number 17, consider holding a public hearing to consider recommendations from the Small Business Relief Grant Program Committee to award grants to 54 local businesses that are experiencing financial hardship with the COVID-19 public health crisis located within Mobile County, Alabama, for the purpose of promoting the economic and industrial development of the county in accordance with Amendment Number 772 of the Constitution of Alabama.
So moved.
This is a public
Yeah,
hearing.
I'll call a public.
I'm sorry.
Let me call a public hearing. Is there anyone here to speak for or against the Small Business Relief Grant Program? Any of these 54 that we have before us?
We have.
I see one hand moving up there. Is that David? Hey, David.
Commissioners, how are you?
Good. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, thank all of you for your time. I'm here on behalf of the Mobile County Area Chamber of Commerce, to discuss to be in favor of these 54 applications. These 54 applications represent 386 employees in just this round alone. So this was a very significant round for the small relief fund program. With the new parameters put in place, the average of these comes out to just over $5,500 per application on this fund tier. So it was at $297,889 that's being requested today for the 54 applications. And I'll tell you, these companies are reaching out to us right now. They're in desperate need, and so you are making a very real impact to these employees and to these companies in Mobile County. So again, we do appreciate your leadership in that. I just want to give you a quick recap of where we are currently today. With the 54 that are on this application, and the committee as of 9/9 has provided to the County Commission recommendations for 115 grants. Those grants represent $934,501. And that represents 697 employees into the Mobile community. So, again, this program that you designed is doing exactly what it was designed to do. So, again, I commend you for your leadership and your thought on this. And we were just happy to be a small part of this. We have closed the application process. We're still on the final review of a handful left of applications that we expect to have that done by Friday of this week. And we will have our final meetings over the next couple of weeks to his applications. So again, thank you for your leadership on this. I'm here happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions, ladies?
I just want to say thank you for your partnership and support. It has been tremendous, and I'm glad to hear this very favorable report and what it's meant to businesses within our community. That was exactly what it was intended to do. Thank you.
Do we have any other speakers? Okay, Glenn?
Just one thing, on this item, it's still saying consider. I think it should have been hold instead of consider on this agenda.
We'll change that, Commissioner.
Okay.
It's always good to have an attorney in the house, isn't it?
It sure is.
Now somebody who's nitpicky, not just nitpicky.
And number 18, approve award of grant funds to the following 54 businesses in the following amounts that are experiencing financial hardship with COVID-19 public health crisis located within Mobile County, Alabama, for the purpose of promoting the economic and industrial development of the county in accordance with the Amendment Number 772 of the Constitution of Alabama.
Now I'll say so moved.
Second.
No.
Number 19, approve a termination of management, operation, and maintenance agreement with Mobile United Football Club to oversee the management, operation, and maintenance of the Mobile County Soccer Complex by a mutual agreement of both parties effective August 31st, 2020.
So moved.
I'm sorry. Effective
August 31st,
2020.
2020.
19.
Second. I'm kind of lost.
19. Number 19.
Like 6 or 8 pages.
Yes, it is. Excuse
We're
me.
not used to
Excuse
that,
me
are we?
just a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I
Good.
second that.
Okay. Number 20, approve contract with Dawes Intermediate Parent Teachers Association in the amount of $73,000 from District 3 funds to go toward the completion of the Playground with a Purpose project.
So moved.
Second.
21, approve contract citizens for a Better Grand Bay, Inc. in the amount of $25,000 from District 3 funds for operational expenses for the Grand Bay Senior Center.
So moved.
Second.
22, approve professional services agreement with O'Neill Publishing in the amount of $6,000 from District 1 funds to provide digital platform management and consultation services.
So moved.
Second.
Number 23 was voted at the conference. 24, approve amending the 2019 capital improvement plan to add project and estimated costs as follows. $211,215.37, upgrade vehicle fueling system at 5 Mobile County sites. This amendment creates project upgrade vehicle fueling system at 5 Mobile County sites and decrease CIP 2019-010, Virginia Street relocation by $211,215.37.
So moved.
Second.
5, approve recommendation of the Mobile County Board of Health to exempt the listed organizations for a 1-year exemption from paying food and lodging fees effective October 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2021 as follows.
So moved.
Second.
26, adopt a resolution designating precincts, polling places, number of ballot counters, ADA automark devices, and express vote assist terminals for November 3rd, 2020 general election.
So moved.
Second.
27, authorize advertisement of bids for new parking lot for Bill County Community Corrections Building.
So moved.
Second.
28, adopt a resolution approving holiday schedule for fiscal year 2020 through 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Go ahead and put me down as a no on that one.
'29, approve professional services agreement with Airwind Inc. in the estimated amount of $9,795 for poll worker training video series for implementation of electronic poll book system of November 3rd, 2020 general election for probate court.
So moved.
Second.
30, adopt a resolution authorizing request of Revenue Commissioner's Office at Michael Square Shopping Center location to dispose of certain items.
So moved.
Second.
31, a contract with BC Rain High School Teacher Organization in the amount of $61,659.20 from District 3 funds for the football program and media center.
So moved.
Second.
32, approve professional services agreement with Susan J. Lee, MSRD, LD, for food service management consulting in James T. Strickland Youth Center for a term of 1 year commencing October 1st, 2020 and ending September 30th, 2021 at an hourly rate of $60 but not to exceed $12,000.
So moved.
Second.
33, approving professional services agreement with Lynn Young, MD, for provision of medical care for the juveniles at James T. Strickland Youth Center for a term of 1 year commencing October 1st, 2020 and ending September 30th, 2021 for an annual sum of $32,000.
Did we make the determination that's a first and last name?
Yes, we did, and we did separate it.
Oh,
Commissioner.
okay. All right, I've got my old agenda. I'm going back.
Oh, okay.
So moved.
Second.
34, approve change order number 1 with Hughes Plumbing and Utility for Mount Vernon wastewater treatment plant. This is a final summary change order and will reduce the contract amount by $6,670.70.
So moved.
Second.
35, authorize advertisement and receiving of bids for project at Escatawba Hollow Park and campground improvements Phase 1A.
So moved.
Second.
36, approve amendment, $500 sponsorship with South Alabama Jag Gals to change use of funds from Southern Belle Brunch and Bingo fundraiser and the 2020 football social fundraiser canceled due to COVID-19 to an online auction fundraiser.
Moved.
Second.
37, approve sponsorship with Providence Hospital Foundation in the amount of $2,000 from District 2 funds for the Double Eagle sponsorship of the Charity Golf Classic event.
So moved.
Second.
38, approve sponsorship with Senior Citizen Services doing business as Via Health, Fitness, and Enrichment in the amount of $1,500 from District 1 funds for its 2020 giving campaign.
So moved.
Second.
Number 39, approve cost for the 2020 general election to be held November 3rd, 2020 for the amount of $197,175 as follows.
So moved.
Second.
Number 40, approve rental contract with Mobile Popcorn Company and Mobile Party Rentals LLC for rental of a tent to shade persons waiting for court hearings at James T. Strickland Youth Center due to COVID-19 at a cost of $485 per month plus a one-time fee of $165.
So moved.
Second.
41, approve contract with Spirion Staffing Service for 100 temporary polling technicians and their training for general election 2020 in the amount of $30,672 for probate.
So moved.
Second.
42, approve event agreement with RPI Bel Air Mall LLC for use of the formal site for Forever Young as polling site for the November 3rd, 2020 general election for the rental sum of $1,000 paid in advance, subject to final legal review.
So moved.
Second.
43, approve agreement with SMG in the City of Mobile for the use of the Mobile Civic Center East Exhibit Area for poll worker training for the 2020 election cycle, October 9th through 14th. Rental fee has been waived by the city, subject to final legal review.
So moved.
Second.
Number 44, approve contract with Mott McDonald to provide professional engineering services for Beulah Battery water distribution system upgrades phase 1 pending legal review.
So moved.
Second.
45, approve adopting the share space proposal between the Guardian Angel Foundation and the Mobile County Animal Control with the stipulation that the agreement will be edited at the county legal department.
Just a minute. Should this be animal shelter? Say that again.
Animal control is actually the department.
That's what the department's called. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Second.
46, approve rescinding contract with Olive J. Dodge Elementary School PTA in the amount of $14,700 from District 2 funds, agenda number 14, in December 9, 2019 minutes.
So moved.
Second.
47, approve professional services agreement with Airwind Inc. to produce a PSAs as well as paid media schedules, specifically addressing identified concerns surrounding absentee voting for probate court in an amount of up to $55,000.
So moved.
Second.
48, approve the 2021 through 25 Mobile County Gulf of Mexico Energy Security Act expenditure plan.
So moved.
Second.
49, approve with the University of South Alabama for internship program for students in the School of Computing and related fields of study for the period of October 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Number 50, adopt a resolution requiring employees who do not participate in the LGHIP wellness screening program to pay an additional $50 per month to be added to the employee share of the health insurance costs effective January 1st, 2022 and thereafter.
So moved.
Second.
Number 51, a contract with AFC Mobile for the management of operation of the Mobile County Soccer Complex, subject to final legal review.
And that would, if you'll add in there, effective October 1st, but pending final legal review. The idea is that they will take over during the month of October, part of the management and operation, but by November 1st, they'll fully take everything over, including maintenance. So they'll work into it.
And it was effective October
October 1st.
1st. Okay.
So moved on that.
Second. Did you move that?
Yeah,
Second.
just did.
Okay. I don't know whether I seconded it or not.
Did you fall asleep?
It has happened before.
It must be this weather.
Glenn's reading so much, I'm kind of drifting off myself.
52, to adopt the resolution creating the Mobile County Soccer Complex as advisory council.
So moved.
Second.
53, consider taking the following action on bids.
So moved.
Second.
54, approve a amended lease between the county and Keep Mobile Beautiful to add additional space to leased premises.
And that was also to extend the lease, correct? Oh, that's right. We already had that conversation. So we don't need to take any steps at this point, just unless you take steps to end the lease, then it will automatically roll over, correct? Okay. Okay, so moved.
Second.
55, adopt a resolution and order authorizing an issuance of up to $30 million principal amount of the limited obligation warrants, Series 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Put me down as a no on that one, Glenn.
Okay, Commissioner. 56, recommend renewing contract with Earl Dudley, LLC, for a one-year subscription of iNet Core's GPS network for the period from September 1st, 2020 through August 31st, 2021, in an amount of $1,200.
So moved.
Second.
57, recommend authorizing acquisition of property and acceptance of right-of-way deeds and/or easements from the following property owners for the following projects.
So moved.
Second.
58, recommend renewing contract with Coastal Weather Research Center for their forecast and warning service for 1 year for the period from September 1st, 2020 through August 31st, 2021, in an amount of $3,600.
So moved.
Second.
59, recommend approving final plat of Creekside Estates Phase 1 and accepting road right-of-ways as shown on the subdivision plat for the following streets: Stream Bank Drive, Creekside Trail, and accept the roads in the division for the maintenance by Mobile County together with the drainage system as it affects said roads, and accept the warranty deed for the right-of-ways indicated on this plat.
So moved.
Second.
Number 60, recommend approving the final plat of Colleton Place, Phase 4, and accepting road right-of-ways as shown on the subdivision plat for the following streets: Colleton Drive East, Fairview Court, Hilltop Court, and accept the roads in this subdivision for maintenance of Mobile County together with the drainage system as it affects said roads, and accept the warranty deed for the right-of-ways indicated on the plat.
So moved.
Second.
Excuse me, Commissioners. Someone is signed in to address you on item number 61.
Okay.
Mr. Jack French with the Livingston subdivision.
Good morning, Mr. French.
How you doing, Mr. Carl?
Good.
I guess I'm like a bad habit. I'm back. But I don't know if I'm alone this time or not. I'm going to ask, is anybody else here from Livingstone? So I don't know everybody in the other 32 or so houses. I'm sure there's somebody from board supervisors, the board of engineers.
Right there beside.
Yes, and of course, I need to tell you that, first of all, I appreciate y'all listening to me. It restores my faith in what I've always believed in. I've always believed in the federal system of government, and I think it should operate from the bottom up, because the decay is coming from the top down, and I believe that. And I hold no bad thoughts at all of this commission, the way we do business in Mobile County. I love living here. I've been here 9 years and in our neighboring county for 4 years. I sort of feel like I'm from here, even though I'm a native Mississippian. Now, let me start from the top down, but I would say if we have anybody who can ever do anything about what's going on at the top, I would ask them to be their own person. Continue to believe in the things that made this country great and things that God intended for us to do. And moving on to a specific situation now is some things need to be gone over. First of all, I'm not going to take too long, but I'm going to be real quick. The meeting that y'all instructed or requested us to have with the Morrow Company, anybody here represent the Morrow Real Estate Company? They must have known I was coming because they didn't want to have anything to do with me. In fact, from all three entities, I never got a reply during the week since we've been gone, and that's neither here nor there. But then also, I think something was devised. I don't feel good about it. They had that meeting last Friday night. I'm not going to go into details, but I'm pretty busy on Friday nights this time of year. And I think everybody in Alabama ought to be. And I'm sure there should be a fine for holding a meeting on Friday night. Just need to check back. If there's not one, we need to get one. Because this is the last thing we got left. You know, our professional sports. I do appreciate y'all. I saw what you did for BC Rain. And as he's one of my friends and co-coaches, and I appreciate what you did. There's nothing left for us as private Christian citizens in this country. Pro sports, our college sports are going downhill now too. High school sports is about all we got left. And I do appreciate the support y'all gave us for that. Now let me get to this deal. Since I wasn't there, I had to take, just had to listen to what went on, and neighbors told me what they asked and what the answers were. And I think it was a good meeting. Got a lot of information. I think it was 2 hours worth of meeting. And from it, I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to sit down. I guess I'll be punting after that. One thing is, I think we all felt better. And as I told you in the first time I came here, I had no problem with a retirement home. I think that's the best thing they could put there. If we were, you asked all the things you can build on a property next to you, I think that would have been your best choice. However, it's not an average. I mean, they gave us a place to look at in Fairhope. And I can tell you it's not an ugly place, but it's not a pretty place. And I can imagine if you made it 3 stories, it's not going to be an attractive place. This is the first 3-story building that, they've got all kinds of pictures of buildings that they did on their website. And I see no 3-story buildings. And I just think that we're in some problems, the least of which would be our fire department situation that needs to be considered. All right, the second thing, that they got into, that was interesting to me is they asked them, would there be a fence? Would there be a fence? And at that time they said no. Later on, I think they came back and said they probably would do that. I don't even like fences. I never asked for one. I told you if they built a fence, I'm going to be neighborly. Let me tell you, the people that live in that building are going to be my neighbors, and I'm going to treat them just like the neighbors already got. I'm going to, if they give me an opportunity, I'm going to invite them to go to church with me. I think, my wife's going to continue her usual habit of taking over sausage bread to all 56 of them. But, we're going to be nice to them. And we're going to treat them, like friends and neighbors and consider them, as a mission or whatever we got to do, But, the time could come with 3-story buildings, we won't need a fence, we'd need a wall of some kind. But anyway, that's, kind of cross subjects. I really don't care about the fence. If the back of it can look decent, and I think they do have some amenities they're going to put back there, hey, I'll take on 56 neighbors that, walk through there and wave at them on the way to the grocery store. Because I'm fixing to be walking distance from one of those, and we're kind of excited about that. But the next and last subject, and then I'm going to sit down, I promise. They asked them about the trees. And everybody in that subdivision has always enjoyed those trees, even though it really appears to only be a tight-eye thicket. But because of the surveyors, it gave us a little bit better look at just what we're talking about. As a Mississippian, I am going to go ahead and tell you the tallest magnolia trees I've ever seen are up in there. And I would wish that they could stay.
Well,
now, go ahead.
no, I was going to let you wrapping up.
Well, now I'm going to tell you about one other. Okay, and I know y'all sick of hearing about this. There is one live oak tree that I know of on that property. It sits 10 feet from our property line. I've watered it for 9 years off my system. I saw where it was and said, look, I just leave that thing on full throttle and it'll take care of it. You know, the first job we were given when we were made was to take our garden. Well, that's really their garden now. I know y'all are not the people probably ask about this other than maybe you would support me on it. I don't think any live oak tree should fall in by an axe. None, ever. I think that should be a commandment. I've come to love them. They don't have them where I come from. And I think we're very lucky in Mobile. We have a lot of them. And this one is a particularly pretty tree. Now, I'm no expert. There is one on my property. There's not many trees in Livingstone properties. Not many on any of the subdivisions we're making now. If you know anything about subdivisions that are built and not no trees, you know what, you come back 20 years later, they don't even look like a subdivision. So I'm all for that, and that particular tree is interesting to me. And I think the reason that it's interesting is its beauty. And that's one thing we can't have too much of. And so before I punt, right off into the sunset, and of course I'm not going to stop. If these people ever call me back, I'm going to ask for the life of one tree. And it's sitting in a place that all they'd have to do. Look, the picture I got from the meeting.
Coach, I would suggest you try to work through our staff and see if they can get that message.
Yes, sir.
And
I'll work with anybody.
Save that tree.
I'll go anywhere, do anything. I'll even pay money out of my pocket to save that tree.
The only thing we can do as a commission is follow the rules, regulations, and the laws. And we have no laws on the book that say that we, the commission, have anything to do with trees in the county. But we will be more than glad to try to deliver your message. For those of y'all don't know, Coach French is actually the head football coach at Cottage Hill Baptist.
Yep, Faith Academy.
Faith Academy.
Yeah.
They
won't even play us, so don't get me mixed up with them.
Okay, I got myself in trouble now.
Yeah,
but,
I love them though. They brothers.
You know, my mother was extremely independent. She's dead and gone now, but she lived in Oleanders for a number of years, and I can't tell you of a place that's better managed than Oleanders, and it is exactly the same type of complex that you're building here. Those were primarily females, they were primarily widows, and they don't get out and roam around much. There's not much of a backyard. In fact, I used to have to go over to my mother's house and take the pellet gun away from her. She'd shoot at coons after her bird food she'd put out. So that's about as wild as they got around there. So you couldn't ask for better neighbors. Now, will it be an eyesore? I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. 3-story building, I don't know, but when you start talking about taking care of our elderly, especially our widows, and there are a handful of handicaps that are in there. I think they have to allot something like 5 or 6% for handicapped, and they're usually wheelchair bound. But it's a very peaceful place, and I couldn't think of a better place as a taxpayer to invest my money there. Because there's a lot of mothers that are there, just like mine, as independent as she was. That's where she wanted to live. So, we supported her wishes. But I know it's going to be a change for your neighborhood. All we are voting on is to allow the property to be combined as one piece. That's all we have any influence over. And they have met every rule and regulation that our engineering department has. As much as I would like to address all of your issues, we simply can't.
You heard them, and I appreciate it.
Yes,
and
appreciate that.
I will deal with the other two entities if they'll ever call me back.
Well, I
so
encourage you to work with our staff here. Maybe we can get them a message, especially about that live oak tree. I totally agree with you, and I apologize about my Cottage Hill Baptist statement.
Oh no, sir, that's fine. Like I said, they're brothers. You can easily mix us up.
Except for on Friday night.
Well, we don't get to see them on any Friday night so far, but we're working on it.
Well, both my kids graduated from Faith Academy, so great school.
They got a good education then.
They really did.
And thank y'all very much for hearing me.
Thank you, sir.
And see if y'all can field that punt.
All right, thank you.
Second.
We're talking about 61.
Did you get?
So moved?
Second.
This is number 61, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We're all confused today.
It's one of those days.
I know.
Glenn, number 62.
Number 62, recommend awarding bid for project Falls Road at Jeff Hamilton Road Extension Roundabout to Jose O. Weaver and Sons, Inc. for the low bid in the amount of $1,755,408.56.
So moved?
Second.
63, recommend assigning the contract for preliminary engineering services for project additional lanes on 3-notch Chrono Road from McDonald Road to Schillinger Road South to Michael Baker International, Inc. The cost is not to exceed $635,374.
So moved?
Second.
64, recommend approving reimbursable agreement for installation of water line facilities within the county right-of-way with the Board of Water and Sewer Commissioners of the City of Mobile for facilities in conflict with widening and resurfacing of Dawes Road from Scott Dairy Loop Road and south to Cottage Hill Road. The total estimated cost is $20,373.14 to be shared by the Alabama Department of Transportation and Mobile County at a ratio of 80/20.
So moved?
Second.
65, recommend authorizing to advertise and receive bid for resurfacing and stripping Solly Road from 3-notch Road northerly to Cottage Hill Road.
So moved?
Second.
66, recommend assigning a contract with professional engineering services for project Grand Farms Road West, waterline relocation, fence reset, and driveway pipe installation to Speaks and Associate Consulting Engineers, Inc.
So moved?
Second.
67, recommend assign contract for professional engineering services for Creola Access Loop Road North, or R2 Driven Engineering, Inc.
So moved?
Second.
68, recommend assigning a contract for professional geotechnical engineering services for Creola Access Loop Road North, RRR, to Southern Earth Science, Inc.
So moved?
Second.
69, recommend assigning a contract for professional engineering services for Sand Ridge Road, RRR, to Civil Southeast LLC.
So moved?
Second.
Number 70, recommend assigning a contract for professional service geotechnical engineering services for Sand Ridge Road, RRR, to Geotechnical Engineering Testing, Inc.
So moved?
Second.
71, recommend approving right-of-way and/or easement for Track 12 in the amount of $759 for project McDavid Road, grain, drain, base, and pave.
So moved?
Second.
72, recommend approving right-of-way and/or easement agreement for Track 7 in the amount of $300 for project Dawes Road widening, resurfacing, and stripping.
So moved?
Second.
73, recommend right-of-way and/or easement agreement for Track 13 in the amount of $12,000 for project McDonald Road additional lanes.
So moved?
Second.
Number 74, recommend approving right-of-way and easement agreement of Track 21 in the amount of $945 for project Joyce Cirque Lloyd Road and Williams Road grade, drain, base, and pave.
So moved?
Second.
75, recommend assigning a contract for professional geotechnical engineering services for project Citronelle Streets, Triumph Road, or Terracon Consultants, Inc.
So moved?
Second.
And Commissioners, we have some add-ons. First add-on, approve cooperative agreement between the Mobile County Commission and Accountants Department of the 13th Judicial Circuit and Mobile County Department of Human Resources and the Department of Human Resources of the State of Alabama for implementation of the Child Support Enforcement Program for fiscal year 2021 in the amount not to exceed $1,862,611.06.
So moved?
Second.
Add-on number 2, approve correction to agenda item number 2, August 20th, 2020, to read as follows. Contract for the purchase of an electronic poll book system from Tenex Software Solutions to include hardware, software, printers, training, related peripherals, and first-year software licensing and maintenance of the sum of $597,601, and purchase of software maintenance and support for annual sum of $56,125, payable on the first, second, and third anniversary of the contract, subject to final legal review. This purchase is made with the consent of the Alabama Secretary of State for the November 3rd, 2020 election and thereafter, an anticipated reimbursement from COVID-19 funding source.
So moved.
Second.
And the last add-on is to the resolution declaring the existence of a local emergency affecting public health and safety as a consequence of Tropical Storm Sally. And Commissioners, we did make a change to the resolution to include the Vice President to have the authority to make a decision as far as for contracting and the closing of county facilities. Thank you.
At this point, do we have, any idea, do we anticipate any point in time today that a decision would be made? I know,
10 o'clock just came across
pardon me,
by the governor.
about closure
Oh.
of our offices. I know the license commissioner is here today also and has that suggestion as well. Welcome, Commissioner Matranga.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in.
Are we awaiting updates from the National Weather Service through our
We are awaiting
EMA?
updates. We just received another one that said that we are now under hurricane warning in Mobile. So I'm sure that by this evening, we should know something.
Have they upgraded it?
Hurricane warning.
Okay, so they're looking for landfall sometime in the morning.
Well, early
Last thing I
Tuesday
saw.
morning,
Yeah.
late.
So we should know potentially by the close of business today how that will affect our offices tomorrow, correct?
We should.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. Do we
Commissioner?
need to, here we call Tropical Storm Sally, do we need to add in any upgrades?
We do.
Tropical storm / hurricane.
Yes.
You moved?
So moved.
Second.
And Commissioners, we have a amendment needed to item number 38 for sponsorship for VIA. I believe that should come from District 2 funds instead of District 1 as printed.
Which number is that?
Number 38.
I thought that I thought maybe mine was lagging or something. Okay.
Can we, I don't mind doing, can we do 1 and 2, 1,500 each?
Even
Since-
better. Even better. Move to amend to add 1,500 from District 2 in addition to the 1,500 approved from District 1. Second.
I didn't remember doing it, I didn't remember doing it, but it's a good idea.
Well, you didn't. I did. But it all works out.
Yeah.
And that's one facility that all three of us seem to help out. I don't know, is that where districts come together? I did all their parking lot and their lights last year. Air conditioning, something.
Commissioner Ludgood, would you like us to create a commission district project number for District 1 for 1,500 there?
It looks like we have one for District 1, we got to create one for District 2.
Well, actually, it mentions District 2, but it gives.
Okay, we'll create one for District 1.
Okay.
Okay,
we'll
okay.
do that. Okay.
I didn't notice that, but I thought maybe my request, my paperwork was lagging, would be on the next agenda.
Okay, is that it?
All right, 70.
Ladies, y'all got anything you want to?
I'd just like to thank Dana Pollard and everybody who worked with her to help make the event with the Feet in the Gulf Coast a success. It was a real logistical, interesting logistical event to handle more than 1,500 cars and 90,000 pounds of food, but Feeding the Gulf Coast has it down to a science. And we just thank all the volunteers who were there, and it could not have happened without those volunteers. So I just want to acknowledge their efforts this morning.
I know there was a focus on filling out census information. Was that successful as well?
We got a lot of people said they'd already done it. We were just thinking if everybody done who says they've done it, but we did get a lot of people who did complete census forms.
Well, very good.
You got anything? All right, real quick, we have some retirees I would like to mention here real quick. Dolores Poole, Court Police, 24 years. Ava Swillen, License Commission, 18 years. Michael Randallson, Camp 98, Road and Bridge, 13 years. And Michael Amel, Building Maintenance, 15 years. And we'd like to thank them for their service. If we have nothing further, I adjourn. Everyone, please take care of themselves and protect your loved ones.
You need a motion
So
on
moved.
that?
Motion.
So
Second.
moved.
I third.
Okay, 77, approve request for motion to adjourn until December 28,
We already did
2020.
that. I made the motion, she seconded.
Okay, we're good.
Catch up, Glenn.
That's got to be a record, Glenn.
This
Amount of
is a
stuff we
record.
just processed there.
This has been kind of an entertaining day.